I'm live. Okay, this is just crazy, but here I am. I had a nap after a couple of really difficult days with my dental issues. And so I slept a little late this morning. And then on top of that, I had a nap. And now I'm awake. I don't know how long I'll be awake, but right now I feel pretty awake. So I thought, well, I'll just pop on, see if anybody else is awake. And here I am. My desk is very messy, so I'm trying to carve a little space to see if I can, you know, start yet another Leslie. Hello. Good evening. Is it evening where you are? Or are you somewhere where it's a different time zone? I just took out the trash and I didn't put a bag in my trash can. Judy, 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 hello. Is this crazy or what? It's almost 10. You're in Texas. Okay, so you're about an hour different from me. That's kind of weird to imagine that you're only an hour and you're all the way in Texas and I'm all the way on the other side of the country. So, are you girls just up? Are you arting? Are you relaxing? Do tell. What's going on? Oh, I think I might need that bone folder. I had started a project and I thought it was a good idea until I saw another idea the other day. You know how that goes. One idea might trump another idea. I was in, I don't know if it was, I guess it was probably, oh, you're coloring. Oh, I do love to color. Dana Smith? Hello, my sweet little cherub. How are you? I cannot believe you popped on. Hi. Girls, this is one of my friends from the co-op that I'm in. She's a Jersey girl, like me. This is Miss Dana. So I was listening to, I think it was Kay Berg. Yeah, it was Kay Berg's stream Tuesday morning. Hi, Elvis. How are you? Nice to see you. And she mentioned a gal by the name of somebody Sunshine. Susie Sunshine, or she has like one video on her channel. And so a couple of us went over there and she's showing an altered book, something on Facebook. I don't know if it's a collab or hey Angie Brown, look what I have. I have my Angie Brown bowl. I love it. I love it. You're not staying, you're just saying hi. That's fine, Ange. You should get some rest. Everybody else should be sleeping too. I'm just awake. I took my nap, had my dinner, ran an errand, and now I'm awake. And that could change like in an instant. Okay, these are my new nails. What do you think? These are the nails my sister and I sell. They're called nail dashes. You glue them on yourself. Are these adorable or what? Bella. Oh, thanks. I have Susie Shabby Soul confused with Bella Sunshine. Yes, it's a very cute altered book. These nails are so cute. These are two different sets. I put a blue one on my ring finger just to, mix it up. But Bella showed an altered book, which really was clever. It's all different folds. And she didn't show how to do it. She was just showing the book, right? So I had done a video a little while ago. Some of us, not all of us, are cray cray, but a lot of us like playing cards. And I have started a collection of playing cards. And I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a place where I can keep them and not either use them in a project or resell them. So I've started to collect playing cards. So I had this really great idea. You cleaned out a building today? Oh, don't be sorry, Ange. I'm glad you popped in to say hi. And my idea was to make a book where I can store them. See, I've got a couple drawers that house all my different playing cards. Okay? What does Judy say? It's as like Keisha. Hashtag it's Keisha's fault. Yes, let's blame Keisha. So I started this, okay? So I have a little video where it shows that I made these boards and I put these little half moon circles in them. I have this special little punch, which is just darling. And the idea was that I could store my cards on these little boards and then latch them together and make a little book. Okay, so Dana says, I'm awake doing laundry before I head back down to the came home for a paint class. Oh, you did? You worked at the co-op? Oh, I hope we had a lot of business. What kind of paint class did you take? Inquiring minds. Anyway, when I saw Bella's idea of the altered book and all those pockets, I thought, now there's an idea to keep in my cards. Because I think my idea would work. But let's face it, it's not as cute as that book sheet, that altered book. So I might use this for something else, or I might just trash this. So now I'm thinking I might like to have an altered book. So I have all this prepped for my idea, but I think I might like to see how Bella's idea would work for my cards. Now, these, of course, are not all of my cards. I started to put some of my cards in a little plastic bag, and I know it's here somewhere, but, I don't know where it is right this second. So I was just rummaging through my stash of books, really, right before I came on, thinking, oh, I don't know what I want to work on. I don't know if I feel like coloring, although I could. Yes, a card just for Nicole's paint class, right? She's downstairs in the co-op. Oh, a lighthouse. Oh, that sounds very nice. Yeah, Nicole's a great painter. You're not headed back to the shore tonight, though, are you, Dana? You won't go till morning, right? You don't want Mama to worry. Dana has a home at one of the shore points, and she spends her summer down there. And she really hates to go. All right, Ange, have a good snooze. We'll see you around the tube somewhere. Anyway, I picked up this little book. I'm not sure why. I thought it was cute, the cute little cutouts. And I thought I might be able to use some of the pages in some journals. See, it's missing stuff. I got this, who knows where. Probably at Goodwill or somewhere. But I thought some of these pages would look cool folded. Right? To make little pockets. So I was thinking I'll go through and take out some of the damaged stuff. See, it is stitched. So some of these pages I can weed out and then use them to make pockets. Yes, I know. It's torture for her to go down. The poor thing. I'll have a pity party for Dana. I'm glad you're not going till morning. That makes me feel better. And I'm feeling like I want to sing a song about Dana going to the shore. One of my favorite summer songs. But I'll try to control myself. All right, so I have no idea what I'm doing because Bella did not, like I said, did not show us how she did it. All of Me, John Lennon, whoever had this book, they liked that song. But she went ahead and she folded a lot of things and then she glued them together. And she probably cut, I think she stitched some things. I'm just going to go through here, take out the damaged pages, and oh, that's a cute page, isn't it? Totally forgot I had this. Betty Davis. This is a quote by Betty Davis. I don't take the movies seriously, and anyone who does is in for a headache. On the way to Cape May. You made me do it. You made me do it. I fell in love with you on the way to Cape May. Okay, these little birds remind me that this year Lori is going over the top trying to attract little birds to her garden. I'm in particularly wanting to look how cute that page is. Can you see it? Look. Like, wouldn't you love to doodle like this? I'm telling you. I'm really wanting to attract bluebirds. Eastern something bluebird. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why I get these ideas. Well, I got this idea because I thought I saw bluebirds at one of our bird boxes. And then, hey, Sharon Lombard. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Karen Sue. She got pointers from 49 Dragonflies Alder book video. Oh, okay. Thanks, Karen. Karen, do you like Karen Sue? See, I tend to shorten people's names, and I really don't like that about myself, but I don't mean to do it. I'll try to remember Karen Sue. I've seen other people, fold and do pockets. I mean, I've folded and done pockets, but I never thought about a whole book of pockets, actually. Now, see, normally I would be cutting these strings and taking out books, but if I can weed this out and make some room, look how darling that is. Okay, Brian Ferry, I don't know who that is. And he says, but when you get music and words together, that can be a very powerful thing. Bump. You're fine either way. Thank you, Karen Sue. You're a love bug. Thanks. On the way to Cape May, I fell in love with you. Of course, I'm seeing Al Alberts. Now, my girlfriend Jean lives in Colorado, and I was just talking to her. Janice Kleins, hello. Janice says you have to have open space for bluebirds. I do have an open space. And boxes on a fence or on a post. I have a box on a fence, and I do have the mealworms. But I put the first I got. There's my friend Jean Gibson. Hi, Jean. I put the mealworms out, and I bought a little hanging bird thing that the mealworms would fit in, but them stinking blackbirds kept knocking it and knocked all the mealworms out. Now, I didn't have it filled up. So then I ordered, I believe, Janice, a platform feeder. It's got the little tray. It's got 2 plexiglass walls. It's got a roof, and it doesn't, like the big birds can't sit on it. Okay. They can knock it, but even if they knock it, some of it inches out. But bluebirds aren't the only ones that like the mealworms. So I was going to make my own suet kind of stuff. And then I was in Walmart this evening, and the little suet things are like $1.27. Hello. So I'm going to fix up a meal. I'm going to fix up a wild bird feeder with suet, put it out at my back garden. And then I'm going to mix, I read about soaking my meal because I have the dried mealworms. They're not live. Okay. And I'm going to soak those, and I'm going to mix them in my peanut butter crunch, my nutty peanut butter, and make a spread and maybe make little cakes. I'll put some oats in there and put them on the little hooded feeder. And then I have different kinds of bird suets to put in my other little feeders. And I'm going to see if maybe I can attract some, something other than blackbirds and crows. Just going to see. Well, some of these pages are just darling, and I don't want to take them all out. Of course, I don't really know what I want to do as far as folds either. Look how cute that is. This is really a cute book. Tweet about it. Not too crazy about the dot page. Her book was really, you know what, Janice, the other thing I didn't realize, what does Judy say? My dad used to call the starlings bogies, like they were enemy enemy airplanes. Well, they have to eat too, and I understand that, and I'm not opposed to them eating some, but they're like little pigs. They're like piggets. Um, I know, that's what I thought. It'd be easy to make the suet, but I want to get something going. So I bought 2 little ones, but one of it has spicy stuff in it, and it says the wild birds love it, but the squirrels don't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not big on the squirrels. Sorry, girls. Not big on the squirrels. Okay, so I'm really not weeding out too many things here. I guess the thing is just to jump in. And let's see, now there's stitching there, but I really like that page. I mean, I did make folds like this years ago. Oh, well, I'll see. Yeah. And the only thing my husband's concerned about is he doesn't want, all that bird poop in the garden. But I thought it might be good for the flowers. But he's thinking about it getting on. Of course, there are no flowers now. Oh, okay, Dana. Yeah, this is just, and like for $2, they had where you can put the square suet in. And then I bought this block kind that I think I can shave off and add to my peanut butter and fit in the other wild bird feeder thing I bought. Okay. So, of course, the most simple fold would be to fold like this, and then you've got pockets here and you've got pockets there, right? But, I have to think about this to some degree. because then I want to glue some pages together. Now that's kind of boring. See, look how cute that page is. But if I take this page out, then I lose this page, which I think this is just, you also add cayenne to the seed, and that keeps the squirrels away too. See, I didn't know. I would just be so, Janice, I keep saying, if anybody hears me, someone screaming, don't be alarmed. It's me. I got a bluebird. I've had the goldfinch before, and they're okay. They're beautiful, of course. And we have hummingbirds. A lot of people feed squirrels, and that's fine too. But my dog would go crazy. So I worked with a lady who, I mean, they would come up to her office window and take peanuts right out of her hands. But I'm just wanting to see a bluebird in person. My hairdresser, who really is not that far from me, gets tons of bluebirds. They love her backyard. And her space isn't all that open. But if she's not that far from, I mean, I know they're in the area, is what I'm saying. So I know. Oh, yeah, I don't have too much trouble with that, with the wasps. All right, so if I glue these together, and then I could fold, perhaps this one might be a good start. I'm going to get my yes paste down, because the yes paste so far, I've had good luck with it not really wrinkling the pages. And I'm going to see if I can do this without making too much of a mess. So is everybody else just chilling? Who said they were coloring? Was that Judy was coloring? Yeah, I don't have a high, like one article I read said something about, you know, like a 6 or 7 foot pole with a perch, like a T-shaped perch, for the bluebirds. Well, I don't have that. But I do have places where they can perch. So we'll just see. We'll just see about it. And you're coloring in, I know you told me, but now it's not coming to me. Oh, yeah. We're down to one dog, Dana. And she would really, I think she would carry on with the squirrels. She's doing much better with these that come around. I better get my playing cards out of the way here. I know, Judy, you told me what you were coloring. Kirby, Mystic World. Oh, yeah. I've been working in Kirby's, the one of the newer ones. What the one that has all the like extinct animals or largely compromised animals in it. I've been having fun with that, but I've mostly been crocheting at night, trying to get stuff together for the which one are you working on in the Mystic World? I love Kirby's coloring books. I was thinking about doing a little series on coloring where I just color, say, like leaves, you know, and show 3 or 4 different ways to do leaves. Yeah, I haven't bought a coloring book in a while. In fact, I forgot I had this one. I was rummaging through some stuff, And there it was. That was a nice surprise. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can get something done here. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of plastic, I think, behind my page here. So I don't make a mess. The God of Wealth and Prosperity. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I have all his books, but I'm not remembering the mystic one right off the top of my head. It's been a rough couple of days for me, ladies. I'm just going to say. I had said on a couple of my other streams that I have been having some dental work done. And I thought all was going pretty well. I had a bridge put in, made and put in. Had teeth ground down and a tooth pulled and all that jazz. So the bridge came in, had that installed, and then he ground down my other top teeth and put temporaries in, preparing for the next. I guess they're. Janice told me. I think they're called crowns. And I started to have some pain last weekend. And of course, couldn't get a hold of the dentist. I called on Friday, and obviously they were not in. No one called me back. And I didn't know. This is a new dentist for us, so there's no. I called and left a message, but there's no like emergency number for you to call. So I suffered through the weekend. And then it started to feel a little better, but I did call on Monday. And the little gal that answered the phone said, we probably should just bring you in and to get a post-bridge, x-ray and make sure everything's on the up and up. So that's what we did. I went in around 1 o'clock on Monday, and lo and behold, Lori had an abscess. So I thought that meant he had to take the bridge out, but he didn't. He worked behind the bridge up into the roof of my mouth. Of course, I was numb, but it didn't feel good, girls. And I have issues with the dentist. I had a bad experiences as a youngin'. And so we drained it and got the root out, which was Marvy. And so then he gave me an antibiotic, which is normal, right? And I don't know. I just guess I was. I really thought I was going to go in. It was feeling better. I was going to get the x-ray and they were going to say, you know what, everything looks good. It's fine. Send me on my way. So I guess I was just kind of dumbstruck, and I'm like, I didn't ask for anything for pain and he didn't offer anything for pain. I just didn't even think about it. When I got home, I was in agony. Couldn't get a hold of him again. I'm pumping down the ibuprofen, which really, I had a couple of really rough hours, I got to say. I had a couple of rough hours. But the antibiotic is kicking in. I've only had to take the ibuprofen once today. They did call me this morning, and I said, you know what? It's okay. I think I'll be fine. So I'm on my way to that tooth, healing. And now I can look forward to, the rest of my crowns coming in and having those, hammered into my head. I'm really excited. But my dentist is so funny. He's like a little, okay, he kind of looks like a hobbit. All right. Can I just say that in a very loving way? He looks like a little hobbit and he's got a little nasally voice. And I said to him, well, what are you going to have to do? Are you going to have to take that bridge out? He says, oh my gosh, no, not take out the bridge. That would be too risky. I mean, the bridge, it's beautiful. Look at that bridge. And he says to the girl that's working, come look at this here bridge. She said, oh, yeah, it is nice. I mean, the bridge is very nice. So I was thankful we didn't have to take that out. Okay, so now how cute is this, right? So if I've got to get rid of that chunka there. No clue what I'm doing. None. And I don't want to go too fast. And this is not real heavyweight paper. But I think it's okay to make a pocket. Now, Lori has to figure out where she put her smaller paper cutter. There it is. There it is. There it is. So I'm going to trim off a little. I eyeball everything. I don't really. Well, when we moved to Jersey, we found a gentleman that we really liked. Now, I can't say anything against him. Now, the dentist we're going to now, said, and our former dentist, I don't even want to say, oh, they do, don't they, Dina? Aren't you the little observant one? He really, mostly at our request, was just keeping our teeth from hurting and doing the best he could with the coverage that we had at that time. I'm thinking maybe if I fold this down, that'll make that a little stronger. And so we really just kind of maintained our teeth. And then he retired, and our dental plan changed. We have better coverage than we did before, which is great. So now we can really afford to have a little more done than we did in the past, which is also great because my husband and I both have teeth that aren't so good. So we're able to get this work done. And he thinks my bottom teeth are, will be okay. It's just for me the tops. My husband, it's the bottoms. Now that's a really big pocket, which I don't think I need a pocket that big. Girls, sometimes I'll go too fast. Oh, thanks, Sharon. I wonder if I should put that little guy over there. I can feel that my yes paste is, makes this page a little damp. Maybe I'll hold off on this page. And maybe I'll see now. I don't need so much with the words there. So maybe if I put him up there, this could be a pocket that I slip things under. Now I put this in the little scoreboard thing and still scored it crookedly. I haven't. Do you ever do a project or some kind of art type of thing that you haven't done in a while that you used to do and you felt really good about it, but then you kind of get out of your groove, and it takes you a while? That's how I am with scrapbooking. Like once I start doing it again, get more of my ideas or what I used to, do idea wise, and then you kind of get back in your groove. That's where I am. Trying to find the groove. I think I want to put some color on this little page here. Maybe some tumbled glass. Thinks it's kind of bluey. It's kind of bluey. My grandchildren watch a cartoon of some kind called Bluey. I don't really know anything about it. I haven't watched it yet, but they're absolutely in love with Bluey. Welcome to any and all who are coming in or who have come in. I hope everyone's doing well this evening. Now I'm looking for a piece of scrap. I don't have a large piece of scrap. I just wonder how neat I can do this. This is the distressed oxides. I really like them. I'm going to see if I can get away with putting a little smudge of color here or not. I should really attach that to a wonder if it'll stick to this. I don't know that it will. Boy, that guy's really stuck on there. Holy moly. Well, that baby ain't coming off of there. Let's try this. Oh, yes, that'll do. I'm an inker. I'm an inker. I'm an inker. That reminds me, I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. So we took a run to the Walmart. My neighbor, who's 93, ordered some shoes that don't work for her. So I thought I could easily return them to the Walmart, but we ended up ordering them from Walmart Marketplace, and they don't take everything back from the Marketplace at the store. It's a third-party vendor. And so I'm going to glue this. Now I've got to get a mailing label. To return the shoes for her. It's really difficult. She's starting to do some little exercises with her legs, so she says she's doing better, but taking her out for a pair of shoes, it's quite an ordeal because she really can't really push herself up out of the wheelchair, you know. She's very alert, but not as mobile as she'd like to be, of course. And she needs some new shoes. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm not sure I'm liking that. Maybe I need to put this in the middle so I can have a couple of pockets there and maybe make a divider here. Am I fussing? I'm fussing probably way too much on this. I hope I'm not putting anybody to sleep. Meanwhile, my glue is probably drying out. I think at some point I'm just going to have to say, you know what, Laura? You're just going to have to go for it. My problem is I don't want to cover up any of these cute pages. Now see, if I had watched Marty? Marty's here? Hi, Marty. Marty, this is like so confusing. I just don't know if I can do it. I have to make a decision. I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. All right, we're going to start out steady and slow. You're awake. You're awake. Where's that Xena girl been? She must be working hard. I haven't seen her pop on. Maybe I missed her. I haven't seen her pop. Haven't seen her pop on. Okay, so I misspoke the other day. I didn't mean to misspeak, but I was talking about this gal Susie, this shabby soul. I forget who mentioned her. Thanks, Dana. And I said she's really into the Tim Holtz stuff. And that's mostly all well, she's one of Tim Holtz makers. Okay, I finally looked it up. She's on the list. She's a maker. Now let's just see here. So you just need a place to store them. And if I want to look through, I have a little spot. So that'll be okay. I could really do a belly band up there, could I not? Could I not do a belly band? She works a lot. Oh, she had a gig. Arzina's a singer. Well, if you're chatting with her, tell her I miss her. I miss her. Okay, let me fussy cut. Let's fussy cut these little birds. Okay, let's think about this. This is kind of flimsy. If I put a bird here, I could use it as a tuck spot, could I not? But not if this is flimsy. So let's grab, and this might be hard to fussy cut because that's but I think I can do it. I think I can. It's what I have right here. I have it right here and it's, let's see. I'm going to go for it. I do like this paste. This is like I'm not crazy about a glue stick because glue sticks, I'm a reseller to some degree. And a lot of what I do and what I used to do, I sell, and I don't want the little images coming off, like if you make a greeting card, or some such thing. And you put a little pop-up, Dana Yates, hey, how you doing? I guess she is exhausted, yeah. That working crap really gets you. Oh, sorry, Dana. I'm sorry. Yes, we have two Danas here. Dana Smith. This is called Yes Paste. Acid-free. I keep a baby wipe in the top to keep this moist when I'm storing it. It's just got a screw-on cap. And it's not real cheap. But look, I think that might even be a lifetime supply. Not unlike the finishing, the staining stuff that I just bought that Zena told me about. Let's see if we can glue down this little baby too. So this kind of reminds me of a glue stick, but so far, now it's fairly new to me. I haven't used it a whole lot, but nothing gets wibbly or warped. Now, I usually have pretty good luck if I use Mod Podge as a glue, not as a surface thing. And but that does wrinkle a little bit. Doesn't have as much moisture in it. But boy, this Yes Paste, man, you guys probably can't tell, but that is smooth. That's smooth like a baby's behind. I'm saying to you right there. Smooth like a baby's behind. All right, so if I cut this little chiclet out here. I'm not the best cutter in the world. problems using the Mod Podge in certain ways. It doesn't dry completely for me. So it just depends on the project. So Murray of the Murray Atelier uses Yes Paste. That's where I first heard of it. So I'm very easily enabled. Some of you may find that hard to believe, but I'm very easily enabled. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I have enabled a few people on a few things. So I'm coming along. I'm not only enabled, I am starting to become an enabler. Yep. Okay, how cute is that little chick there? I am the enabler. You are the weakest link. Okay, now I need to have something behind that little birdie. A little bird there. Little bird dog. Because I just cannot have those words there. I won't be having it, as my British son would say. Oh, I won't be having it. Actually, he always says, I'll be having it. So I'm going to make a little trim here. I'm just using scraps. But I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Now we're going to go to a different kind of glue. If you'd have told me like a year ago, 2 years ago, that I would be the owner of Mrs. Gigi, hi, good morning from Sweden. Good morning, good morning. That I would own so many different kinds of glues, I would have said, you are out of your mind. But here I am. Now this is, a beacon glue like Fabri-Tac. This one is not called Fabri-Tac, but all the properties are basically the same as Fabri-Tac. And if you want to glue fabric, it's marvelous, darling. Marvelous, just marvelous. All right, now this little chick needs a little something, something. I'm just taking my time. Chris Shuck, hi, Chris. How are you? It's nice to see you. Gosh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one awake. Okay, so now I had this great idea to put Velcro on the bottom of all my little ink boxes. Because I have, the distress inks, of course, and then I have the oxides, of course. And, but then they don't stack nice in my drawer. And then my drawer, I'm having problems with my drawers. You don't want to have any problems with your drawers. So I took a lot of them off. Now I just have all my little applicator sponges thrown in a bin. Yeah, I'm being all fussy. And this is just a book to store. If any of you are just coming in, this is just a book to store my playing card collection. Okay. I've got a couple different collections going. Playing cards being one of them. I mean, some of them are just so stinking cute, and some of them are just so stinking old. If I should misplace one, oh, I just really would not be happy about that. So I thought if I put them all in a place to store them. Hi, Michelle. How are you? You need a nap? I had my nap. Tomorrow, my sisters and I are taking my mom out for Mother's Day because that's what works for everybody. And then they can, I can be with my daughter and grandchildren and whatnot on Sunday. So I really should be sleeping, but oh well. If I get 4 hours, I'll be okay. Okay, now somewhere around here I just saw, I wanted a little, I can put it in later. This little fella's going to need a little gem in his eyeball, I'm just saying. You're pooped but good? That's always a good place to be. Pooped but good. All right, so now storage-wise, when I put this book to store somewhere, having things sticking out the top's probably not the best idea, but I like things that stick out the sides and out the top of the book. Really, even out the bottom is fine with me. And so I think I shall put this little bird like that. And then I can use it as a tuck spot. I thought he was smaller. Actually, I could really whack that off, could I not? And then I could stick him further up in the corner. Let's have at it. No Novocaine needed. Actually, I could whack off the whole tail. He's still cute. It's my book. I can do what I want. Don't tell anybody I did that. He's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to fly anywhere. I like him like that. Okay, so let's yes paste the top of him. Yeah, I like sticky outies. Sticky outies! That's what I'm doing with my granddaughter's little journal. Making all kinds of sticky outy stuff. I think she'll like it. All right, so now I've got a tuck spot and a pocket. And if I did a little tiny band here, I could add a little band and also have another tuck spot. Let's not forget, I've got this little bird here, right? So let's fussy cut this little guy. Might leave his tail feathers on. Now, I was inspired to do this after watching a video by Bella. Help me out, girls. Bella Sunshine. Sunshine smelled. No, Marty, don't do it. Sunshine spelled differently. And she showed her pocket journal, which of course so far is nothing like this. But the book she used was really cool. It had some really cool pictures. And it looked like it had, word pages, but then it looked like it had a lot of pictures. So I don't know if she added in, the word pages and just like glued them here or there. I hope she does another video and tells us a little more. Now, one of the girls said she got the idea from what? 49 Dragonflies. I haven't checked her out. I have to check out her. Mutilated acute bed. Yeah. So sorry, little tweeter. Little tweeter bird. All right. I just got to get into the right angle. This one might lose its tail by accident. Okay, I don't know if Mina is here. If Mina is here lurking, I made a video. I invited some folks to join my Wordle with Friends on Facebook. Okay, Chris. And Mina didn't know how to get started with that Wordle game. So I said I would do a little video and try to show her. Well, I couldn't get the dang thing to focus. I don't think it'll help her at all. But I did an unlisted and sent her to try to help her know how to play the game. Pathetic. It's pathetic, okay? I couldn't really. Oh, now see, I have these little baby cards. Look at here. Look at here. Look at these little baby cards. Oh, Dana, did you love doing it? How did you do it? Did you soak them? Did you put a design on them? Did you brush on the coffee? I love doing that stuff. And then they get all crunchy when they dry. Okay, Judy. Judy's going to make coffee. My coffee's getting cold. Okay, was it the mini puzzle you used? Was that a question for me, Mrs. Gigi? I'm not sure I'm following. But look, maybe this little card. Look, see, maybe I can stick that. So I'm just going to put a little glue at the bottom of his belly. I'm going to put it at the bottom of his little belly. And then he can be a little tuck spot. Okay. I want to keep making sure I put my little pin in there. Okay, I dip them and put stencils on top and more. Oh, did you weight them down? Okay, New York Times. Was it the mini puzzle you used? You know, I haven't heard anybody call it a mini puzzle, but it's got. Okay, so Mina said I wouldn't let her see the video. Okay, so I've got to figure out what I did. I have to get back to her. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I'm going to go here. It looks like this. It's 5 words. See, I can't get it to clear up. I can't get it to hit that sweet spot close enough to the camera. Probably because it's all light. Maybe if I change the, maybe settings. Yeah, dark theme. Maybe this will be better. Dark theme mode. Okay. Is that better or worse? But you get 5. It's a 5-letter word you're trying to get, and you're trying to get it before your 6th try. So I don't know if it's called mini. I got it in 3 today, showing Mina how to play. So I just thought it would be fun if some of us were playing Wordle, and then we posted our results on Facebook. So if you'd like to be a part of that, let me know and I'll send you an invite. Oh, you're doing a steampunk journal and that's what you're going to use the coffee paper for? No, you didn't have to weight them down. See, I wondered about that. Putting the stencils in, if you'd have to weight them down to get that imprint. Oh, that's interesting. I love messing and making paper. Not making the paper, coloring the paper. And I love the way it's like gets all crunchy. There's, I really should be in therapy. But, I'm happy and I don't think I'm a threat to society. So we're just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. All right. So we got one page done. So maybe I should skip around. It's probably not going to go well if I skip around. There's a couple of really ugly pages. Well, this is not ugly, but it's plain. It's plain. Paper. I just love paper. Don't you just love paper? And yarn. I love yarn. And lace. I love lace. All right, I'm going for it. I'm going to fold this like this. And see, this is what oh, I kept one out. I wonder if I can do it. If I can get a little. Oh, that's an idea, Jean. Great idea. Okay, I'm going to have to do that. I went to a. Oh, you did? Dana, the Scrappy Girl, says she went to a scrapbook retreat last weekend, first time since she had COVID. Oh, honey, did you have a good time? Oh, I love stuff like that. All right, I'm going to see if I can make a little. Might not be. It's not quite centered, but I'm okay with that, girls. I'm okay with it. Now, let's get a little bit of my... Now, I know I'm not going to have a gigantic card to stick in here. At least I don't think I would ever have a gigantic card to stick in here. Okay, I'm just saying. But I could make a long pocket. Actually, I could glue this halfway down, right? Let's put a little color here so we can see what we're doing. So, and then let's put a little color here. Okay, the wheels in the bus are starting to go round and round. I don't know who Tina is, but that's cool. Now, did you take a class or anything while you were there, or was it just like the ones that I've gone to a couple over the years, and it was mostly like, to buy stuff. I went and bought stuff. I didn't take any classes. Yeah, I could, but I was thinking I was just going to use this book mostly to store my playing cards. Janice, that's what I was thinking. So, what if I put glue? Now, let me get a card. What if I put glue like just so far down, right? And then I can make a slit down here further, and then I'll be able to put another card in here, or I could put little strips and make little shallow pockets. That's what I'm thinking. They offered classes, but you worked on a graduate. Oh, that's nice. That's great. Trifold paper, yeah. Trifold paper, yeah. I'm having a hard time, let's see. I just got some really cool yarn. Of course, it's really fat. I don't know what this yarn is called. I would love to find it in other colors. But I just got it in my market box. It's yellow. And of course, I'm saving stuff for a yellow journal. But let's face it, who knows when that's going to come about. All right, so if I do that, then I take, what do I have that's small? Well, maybe I can just use the back of this, post it, and take my, this is risky. This is risky. Risky business. Let's see. Let's make a slit. I'm just going to go for it. It's crooked. Oh, that blade is so dull. I need to get a new blade out. Hold on. Let me get this one. I think this one's a little sharper. This one's a little wibblier too. Yeah, Tim Holtz slotty thing. I don't have a Tim Holtz slotty thing. Why do I think my hand is steady? Now I got to make it big enough so a card's going to slip in there. Talk about doing things by the seat of your pants. Here. No here, no here, no back to first position. Boy, that's a tight fit. Well, some cards are thinner than other cards. Not all cards are created equal. Let's just keep that in mind. Okay, so I did something dumb today. Want to hear what I did? Want to hear what I did? I'm going to be 69 this year. 69. Still doing dumb stuff. So what was I looking at? I was looking at something on my phone, and Ray Drummond comes up, right? The pioneer lady. And apparently she'd gotten chubby, and then now she's skinny. And she owes it all to the apple cider vinegar jelly, like gummy. She wants everybody to know about it, okay? I'm trying to find a concoction where I can get the apple cider vinegar down. I haven't, okay? Today is your birthday? Oh, Marty. Come on, Stewie. This is Stewie. This is a gift that I got from Holly Dalton. He's not dancing. He's dusty. Come on, Stewie. Here we go. Stewie, can you see Stewie dancing? Here he goes. He's moving. I don't know if you can sing him. I'm singing happy birthday to Marty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marty. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay, Stewie. Um, so I've been wanting to try. Well, when I started, it wasn't midnight. Still counts. So I've been wanting to try these gummies with the apple cider vinegar gummy. So free shipping, I've been looking at them at different places. I thought, I'm just gonna order them here. It looked like you got 5 different bottles for $40. And I've priced them. I mean, they're not overly expensive, but that seemed like a good deal. So I ordered them. Well, I try to get through to order them, and it finally goes through. And you know how when you order stuff online, they usually shows you what you're ordering, how much they're charging you, what the taxes are, if there's any shipping, and then you get the final okay, right? The final say. So that's what I'm expecting. So I go and click the button, and it shows me it charged my credit card $199.99. Okay, I fell for the oldest scam in the book. I don't get livid very often. I was so close to livid. Okay, and I'm just coming off a lot of, dental pain. So I call the 800 number. Well, guess what? Well, you have to leave a message and leave your order number, and we'll get back to you. And if you don't have your order number, yeah, right. I'm like, this is a scam. So I called my credit card company and I said, I'm pretty sure it's a scam. So they canceled my card. So I don't have to, get that stupid thing I ordered. Can you believe this? Hey, there's Mina. Mina, I'm so sorry. I don't know why you couldn't get that video. Here they put in it was 5. It was 5, I guess, at $40 or something. I don't know. It was a scam. I was so annoyed. So annoyed. Okay, Mina, I don't know if you can see this. Look. I changed this to a dark screen. This is Wordle. And I don't know if you can see those little boxes. It's a 5-letter word, and you get 6 chances. So then when you pull this up, you want to have a word to start from. So like I always like to pick a word that's got a lot of different letters in it, and maybe letters that are more common, like something that's got an N and a T and an S or something like that. So I just put in, I forgot what I did earlier. I got it in 3 today. So you just put in the word stink. Okay. So you just hit the keyboard, put in the word you want to try, and then there's a little enter key there. It's just not clearing up for me. So then you hit enter and it puts in the word stink. And out of the word stink, I've got 3 letters, they're yellow, that are part of the word, but because they're yellow, they're in the wrong spot. So then you want to go down to the next row. All you do is you type in your letters. Now, when you see this screen down here, the black ones are letters that are not part of the word. The gray ones are still open for you to try. And the yellow ones are part of the word, but in the wrong spot. Right? So, yeah, my husband called and he said, "How you feeling?" I said, "I'm feeling okay, really, really feeling a lot better." He said, "Did you just order something for $199?" I said, "Yeah." And I explained to him what happened. And he said, "Well, you need to call right away." And I said, "Well, I was trying to, but you called me." So yeah, I jumped on it right away. I was so annoyed at myself, and I was annoyed at that company. All right, so now I'm going to try another word, and I'm going to try to get more letters, right? So say, I think the first word I tried tonight was pound, or in the video I did for P-O-U-N, and N's already in there, D. I don't think this is going to give me anything. Actually, I forget what the stinking word is. And, oh, I know it had an R. So it's train. T-R-A-I-N. And then when you hit enter, and that's the word. Oh, I should have probably said, oh, well, it's a new word for today because it's after midnight. So then when all the letters are green, they shows you that they're in the right spot. You don't usually get it like that, but I did it earlier, so I knew what the word was, right? All right, Mina, that's probably clear as mud. And the video I did isn't a whole lot better, but I'll have to see how I can get that video to work for you. I just don't know why. Okay, Mrs. Gigi. It's so odd to think, right? In Sweden, it's morning. Morning has broken like the first. Okay, back to this. All right, so let's see here. So if I want this to go in here, I want the glue to be maybe about there. This is going to be tricky, girls. So I'm going to put some glue here, and I'm going to put some glue here. Now I want that to be able to, and if I can't use that slit, it's no biggie either, right? I'm going to glue here because I want that part down, and then I'm going to glue down the side, and then I'm going to cross my fingers. So we've got another pocket of sorts, and I was really messy with that glue. I didn't glue across the bottom. I'm going to sneak some in here. Oh, okay, Mina. I love playing it. I do like word games, though. I do like word games. Okay, so now we got these little chirpers. Now, I need to take out some other pages, girls. Some other pages. I'm just having a hard time deciding what pages to take out. I don't think I realized how cute this book was when I bought it. I'd like to take out this brown one. Just trying to see what he's attached. I don't want to break my threads. Oh, I see. This one's on top. I see, then I'm going to lose that one. Wow. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm really hooked to bingo. I play a bingo, blitzy bingo. I'm a very weird individual. I like this bingo game because when you play in the different rooms, you win stuff. It's silly. My kids used to laugh. I mean, I've been playing this for years. My kids laugh at me, but what do you win, Mom? I'm like, well, you win coins so you can keep playing. You don't win any money, right, Mom? No. And you're really excited about that, Mom? But not only that, Okay, so say you're playing in the Paris game. No, I don't bet. If you're playing in the Paris game, all these rooms that they have things that you can win. So you might win an Eiffel Tower, you might win a plate of cheese. It's just stuff you collect to get to the next room. So it's just really silly. Yeah, Lizzie Brewer is that the one that Lizzie Brewer was talking about? Oh my gosh, guys, who watches Lizzie Brewer? I love Lizzie Brewer. She is so stinking funny. So I saw she came on live the other day. Sometimes I miss her. She just is uploading a video. And she needed her hair. She wanted her hair colored purple. And she's been doing it, I guess, for a while. She uses this product. And she had Papa do it. And anyway, she was and I guess it was her and Ray were talking about playing bingo. I guess they came on live afterwards. But this little video was her, just her and Papa, okay? And she's got him rubbing this purple stuff in her hair. He really doesn't want to do it. He's got the rubber gloves on, and he's mushing it all around her hair. You have to go watch it. It is not only funny and cute, it's just endearing. I mean, they're just adorable people. They're absolutely adorable people. And she starts off by saying she's working on some gift or giveaway. Papa was eating some ice cream, so he's going to finish his ice cream and then he's going to come do her hair purple. And she's like, she wanted to have a witness in case her hair falls out so she could have people to, she could call as witnesses. Oh my gosh. So he comes, he's got this purple stuff. She's squirting it in his hand. He's rubbing it in her head. And she says something to him like, oh, if you weren't a married man, this feels so good. If you weren't a married man, I'd marry you right here on the spot. I mean, she's she is a delight. She's an absolute hoot. She cracks me up every time. Okay, I'm tearing this page out. So he says he's all done. She says, no, Papa, you're not done. She said, I have to have more of this purple on my hair. I've got to have so much on my hair that all my hair just sticks in a big lump up on top of my head. Oh my gosh. They're adorable. They're absolutely adorable. So it's a good watch if you want to watch. But I think her and Ray came on after she had her hair dyed purple. She was going to get a shower, and then her and Ray were coming on. I don't know all what they were up to. But I caught a little bit of that, and she was talking about playing bingo and that they have so much fun. But it did sound confusing to me. Since COVID, your hair's been falling out like crazy? Oh my. I hadn't heard of that side effect. I know since I had my gastric bypass surgery, my hair falls out a lot. But I knew that going in. And I'm still a chubette because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Have you talked to your doctor or health provider? Is there somebody you can check with, Dana? Or maybe there's somebody maybe you can beef up on certain nutrients or something? Worry won't help it, sweetie. See if you can find someone who might have an answer. Call one of those COVID hotlines. Maybe those folks would. Marty, so yours is starting to grow back in? Yeah, I hadn't heard about that. Oh my. Yeah, Lizzie's a hoot. She's a hoot and a half. I just love her. Okay. So now I got a few more pages there to work with. I think maybe what, oh, Biogene. Yeah, that might be a good. That might be a good. I know when my nails would get wrinkly or like ridgy, I would take Biotine. Oh, there you go. Janice. Janice is a smarty. She would know that. Yeah. Well, and some different, like depending on what color your hair is too, like I forget, I think redheads lose the most hair naturally aside from all that. I I took beauty course, in high school, like 1 year, and that was some of the stuff we had to learn. Of course, I forget all of that now, but yeah, that's a good idea. Gelatin is probably good. Can't hurt. Gelatin can't hurt you. Now, I checked with the pharmacist about my nails, and of course, this is several years ago, and he recommended biotin for my nails. So that's probably something good to look into. Okay, so Bella, she had one she folded, and she said she called it a shirt fold, and it kind of looked something like that. So I guess I could fold a page and then I want to fold. See, I don't like how that looks. If I fold that down, your hair's light brown. And I think redheads naturally, aside from any other issues, lose the most hair. And then I thought it was blondes. I thought brunettes, like dark hair gals, don't lose as much. But when we had our Asian gals that lived with us, gosh, our Korean girls, man, they lost a lot of hair. But they had a lot of hair. Now that's kind of a cute page. If I fold that down. If I fold this way and this way, I don't think that would. Dana Smith says, what about the hair, skin, and nail supplements? I know they have them in gummies. Yeah. Yeah, I would try something. And I would try it as soon as you can, Dana. Ooh, I like that idea. A bowl of gummies for Brecky. Woohoo! Sweet. I don't know, girls. I thought this would be easy to decide. I mean, some of the pages she just did a simple fold like this. And then this, became a tuck spot. Some pages she may have just even cut that. I'm going to have to do some investigating, I think. Yeah, well, when I'm on steroids, I feel like I'm about 10 years younger. Mm. I would just encourage you not to take no for an answer, or, if you're not getting the answers that you want, to just keep at it and find someone who is willing to listen and help you. Yeah, I don't know that I like that so much, but I think I'm going to go with that. I think I might have to, made it a little bumpy on there. So my sister, my youngest sister, her husband's sister, so her in-laws, okay, her brother-in-law Bill. It's been several months now. Um, they live, I guess, one of the outer towns outside of the Philadelphia area, right? And they have a home up in the Poconos, so he went up to check on a few things, and he slipped on the ice and fell, and called his wife and said he fell. She said, "Did you hit your head?" He said, "No." And she said, "Okay." And she tried to reach him later, and he wasn't answering his phone. She became concerned. Long story short, security went in. He was unconscious on the floor, had thrown up, and anyway, he ended up with a severe brain injury, had to have surgery, and he's really been battling. And he's now in a rehab, and he keeps having issues on and off. Um, but he's had diarrhea for 43 days, and they keep kind of ignoring and not answering the family's questions about this situation. And their daughter is a pharmacist, and they just kept insisting and kept saying, something's not right here. Perhaps there's an issue with the feeding tube. And they kind of scoffed at them and said, yeah, well, how can that be? Well, they finally insisted, and they did a colonoscopy to see what was what. Here when they inserted the feeding tube, it didn't go into his stomach, it went into his colon. Now, can you imagine? 43 days this man has not been fed. So my sister sent a picture of him today. He's had one day where he's gotten food. You ought to see the difference, okay? He's got great color. I mean, he's lost a ton of weight, but you have to be your own advocate, is what I'm saying. It's where I'm going with this, Dana and girls. So, just keep at it until you get some answers and get some results. All right, so I think I want to glue this here and here. So this can be a tuck spot. Yeah, if you're not well and you don't have somebody to be an advocate for you, man, you're really between a rock and a hard place. You need to have somebody who's going to stay after. Not intentional, right? He was being starved. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this down to this page. Where's my little plastic? Yeah. Well, I had a stint there where I was, I'm a gastric bypass patient, and like I said, I'm a failure. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and that's all on me. But aside from that, I went through a period of time where I just all of a sudden I started throwing up, and I really didn't think anything of it at the beginning. And then one week leads to another, and another week leads to another, and next thing you're throwing up for 4 or 5 weeks. And I mean, I felt okay. I just couldn't keep anything down. And so we were trying, and I really didn't think it had anything to do with my bypass surgery. At that point, it had been several years since my surgery. So we were trying to decide what to do and where to go. And anyway, oh, look, I didn't do that very well. And to make a long story short, I ended up picking a local hospital. Well, that's not true. Ended up deciding to get a endoscopy done. And my gastro guy said, I can't get down far enough to see where the problem is. I mean, I was in the car. I, I said, can you wait till I pulled over? I pulled over. He said, you need to go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital. And of course, they wanted to put a tube down my throat. And this nurse walked by, and she's like putting the cut sign across your throat, like, don't let them do that. I said, no, I think I'll wait on that. Anyway, um, they admitted me to the hospital, and I had this young whippersnapper doctor come in, and he read me the freaking riot act. You're a bariatric patient. You haven't seen your doctor, and I was in tears. I was sick as a dog, number one, and then I had this kid come in and yell at me. And I'm a very easygoing person, and I usually do what I am told, and I don't cause any trouble, and I don't really question too much. And um so this other doctor came in, and I had already had a lot of the tests done, and they wanted to do all these tests over again because they didn't talk to the agency that had done my test. I said, my goodness, my husband will stop and get the CDs. They're like, really? you know. And so then I had this other doctor come in and tell me, okay, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not really sick. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start you on a liquid diet and see what happens. I was so proud of myself. I said to him, no, we're not doing that. I said, because I can tell you right now what's going to happen. I'm going to throw it up. I want to be transferred to Penn Medicine where I had my gastric surgery. He's like, well, I don't. It's like, well, nothing. I'm not doing it. You either transfer me or I'm signing myself out. It's just crazy sometimes. Okay, so that's a little pocket, and this will be a little tuck spot. And then I've got these cute little doodad birds over here. Let's see, what can we do with these? So now I've got this little bit of pink that would work with that page. Maybe I could make some kind of just a little square over here. What about an envelope kind of a thing? I have one of those envelope makers. Oh, it was scar tissue um on the inside where my surgery stuff would. I mean, because everything else was working. I just couldn't get the food down, and so my surgeon that did my. I mean, I was really sick. I was in the hospital for 17 days, and see, as a fat girl, you think you do without a couple of meals, it's a good thing, but see, I was malnourished. So he couldn't do the surgery until my numbers came up. So I had to be on something called, gosh, it's been a while ago now. I forget. I think they called it milk. And it was in a bag. You know, they had to give it to me intravenously, and took hours for it to get in. And yeah, it took a long time, but they finally got me, because he said if they did the surgery and I was malnourished, I wouldn't heal properly, and there would be some other different dangers. My doctor is phenomenal. So he went in and straightened that all out, and I've been good since. Yeah, scar tissue. Yeah. And then more recently, I had an abscess in my stomach. That's a whole nother thing. I mean, I took my mother needed to have a hip replacement surgery, right? So I took her to her appointments and stuff, got her all squared away, and then she was going to recoup here, and she did really well. And the doctor had said, "How many surgeries have you had?" Now, at that time, she was in her 80s. Okay, she's 91 now, so it's been a couple of years. And I think she had two. She had my youngest sister's C-section, and gosh, maybe there was one other one, or maybe the hip surgery was going to be okay. And at that point, I was knocking at the door of number 9. Okay, I mean, I've had so many surgeries. It's just like crazy. But anywho, all right. So where's my little? I was making envelopes with my little envelope machine. Where did I put that little bit? That might be a cute little pocket if I can find where I put it. Oh, I know where I put it. All right, let's cut paper. I think if I do a oh my gosh, see, there's a lot of this, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think I wanted to say, oh, look at that sign. I'm loving the paper in this book. Okay, so this thing is a little, that's 5. Let's do a 5 by 5. I can't believe there's 24 people in here. Violet, Violet, are you Frankie's friend, Violet? Because I know you told me earlier when Frankie was on, her buddy, Violet, said she was Violet, and I didn't catch all of it, but I thought she said something about MT. So I'm thinking it's Frankie's friend. Yes, hi, Violet. Violet, I fell asleep during the stream. I had it on my cell phone. My cell phone went dead, and I was out like a light. So I missed. I was so confused today. Just couldn't. I'm blaming everything on my dental issues. I just could not get what Frankie was doing. But I love those painty papers she had. Oh, that's not good, Marty. My son had 2 hernia surgeries, one at 4 months old and one at age 4, who did really well. But they were fun. They were fun. This may not work. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Okay, so this is a 5 by 5, and I think if I remember correctly, let's see here. Let's just double check. 2 3/8, or I can just do 2 3/8. So I was watching Susie, the Shabby Soul. And she makes these really cute books with, Tim Holtz stuff, which, of course, I love the Tim Holtz stuff. I guess it's not for everybody, but I'm a fan. And so I have some old Tim Holtz paper laying around. So I started making envelopes to make these little books. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. Does anybody ever figure out what you can do with those? I guess you just have to throw some stuff out. Now, the thing with this kind of a book, making a pocket book like this, you can always add to it, right? Okay, so she's making a swatch book. Yeah, I really zonked out. And of course, now I'm awake. I still feel pretty awake. Pretty awake. I almost got to meet Fran in person, Violet. I kind of assume that you're not in the UK because you don't have an accent, but I know you shouldn't assume things. But my son was, we had traveled quite a bit, and my son was really not wanting to get back in the car. I thought Fran was closer to where we were in England than she was. So it didn't work out. And I was really close to Janet Nash, but that's right when her dad passed. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Okay. So that was a little bit of a bummer. But we'd rented the car, and that wasn't so much the issue, but my son was on as the driver. And of course, everything being on the left-hand side of the road. Janice, you're good. You are good. So it didn't work. All right, now let's see here. This may not be the best idea. Good night, my sweet Dana. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Send me a message. Let me know you get to the shore, okay, baby? Okay, baby? All right. Have a good night, Dana. And tell Chris I was asking for him. Oh, Janice is a major brain. She keeps it all just in her head. All right, so see, I've got that little bird there. If I put that there. Oh, that could be another, like, slide stuff in the pocket. All right, so let's glue this baby up. Jean, are you still awake? My friend Jean's still awake. I never thought of Jean as staying up very late, but I don't really know. And I'm assuming most of you it's evening. That's probably not a good idea, Lori. I always forget and put glue on the tips of these envelopes, and then you glue it shut. Yeah, I should write some of the names down. You're dozing on and off. Jeannie. I don't know, girls. Maybe I'll trim a little bit of that off. When I was in Europe, um, my son and I tried to find like what we would call here like Goodwills and okay, Jean, honey, don't feel bad about snoozing. Go to bed. And we found a couple of places, a lot of places, just wasn't like what we were used to at home. We didn't really know what to look for. And oh, I should have inked that. Oh, Maury. Oh, Dana. I like Excel. I made a list of streamers and I have that. I need to add some more to it. And I was thinking I could really put that on my community tab. These birds are going every which way. Well, I'm going to try. And of course, it's not exclusive, but I still need to find some other information. But the community tab, I think it kind of would get lost on there. So, oh gosh. Well, that's a blessing, Dana. How fortunate are those children? That's wonderful. I have a young friend who's, I don't know what all they've tried, but she's not been able to get, well, I'm saying she hasn't gotten pregnant. I'm not really sure. But they've got a little boy now that was in foster care. So I don't know how that's going to work out for them, but he's a lucky little guy. Okay. Whoa, that's really, whoa, heavy. Now, the thing that I didn't understand when Bella did her, she had some pages that were like cut in threes. Well, she did that. I'm not sure that's going to be a great pocket for cards, but like I said, I can always add. Now, I wonder if this is going to work. Yeah, that should work. This actually could be a pocket. This could be... not crazy about that mood board thing. See, my problem is I stay up this late. Oh, thank you, Janice. Then I feel like eating. Boy, that's the truth. I agree, Elvis. I still use like old formulas that I used to use at work for on the Excel spreadsheet. No, they don't do it that way anymore, but it still works for me. I've got an old version. I'm kind of forgetting about my I like to make lists too, but I can't always remember where I put the list. Okay, here's you ready for this? This will crack you up. So I don't keep appointments or anything on my phone. It's just not me. I like to write them down. I like to put them in a book. So I got this great idea that I would cover my book for this year with a napkin. Saw something I liked, glued it on there, glued it on backwards. Okay. Good night, Mina. And it's just very, it's tan. It's just very muted colors. So I keep my neighbors' appointments in there, my mom's, wherever I have to be somewhere, all that jazz, right? Now, see, if I don't take that off, that's going to catch. Might be hard to get things in the pocket. So I can't find it. Cannot find it. I thought I had it here by my desk. And haven't been able to find it. My neighbor keeps asking me questions. I'm like, I still haven't been able to find my book. So I started cleaning up my room. Is Jan going too? And yeah, I think it's getting to be about that time, 1:45. And I'm looking all over. I mean, I've cleaned a lot of stuff up in my room here, which is great. But I still haven't found my appointment book. I have no idea where I put it. So today, what was I doing? I was looking for something in my handbag and I opened it up real wide. Well, here it flipped down flat and it blended in with the bottom of my hand. It's been in my handbag the whole time. It flipped down flat. Never saw it. Okay. Like, what is wrong with this picture, girls? As they say, I am a struggle. I'm a struggle. Okay, I want something decorative across here. I've got glue sneaking out there. Night, Dana. I think I'm going to go in a few minutes too. I just want to see what I have that maybe I can use for across the, like a belly band kind of a thing. Like across here. Kind of give that a little something, something. I've got some, this is wallpaper. Do, 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 do. This was a nice little surprise for me. I didn't think anybody would really be up. That's kind of busy, but that might work. I might like that better. Let's see, let's give that a little slice here. I might decide not to use it. I don't want it too terribly thin. got so much stuff up on my keyboard. I can't see. Okay, Violet. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. It was nice to see you. Okay, I think that'll be good enough for there. And if I do that, maybe I can fit in 2 little cards. So maybe I'll glue it in the center as well. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. All right, so tomorrow we're taking my mom out for lunch. Got some errands to do in the morning. And Thursday I'll probably, oh, thanks, Marty. I'll probably be doing some work here at my desk. And Friday I stream Friday morning after Murray, so usually around 10-ish. No idea what I'll do then. And then we'll see how it goes. And it's the market weekend. Anybody that's interested in the market, Acacia's Creations. So everyone's up in the Mrs. Gigi household, and 2 of them are off to school. Very good. We're getting ready to cut out of here. I need a little downtime to unwind, and I need to get a little bit of shut-eye so I can get up in the morning and get rolling. So this will work okay. Got a little pocket there, got a pocket over here, and it's a little pocket here. I'm going to have to look at some other videos and get some of that folding under my belt so I can figure out. Look, that'll be cute too. Okay, so I think I'm going to say goodnight. Geez, girls, this has been swell. Thanks so much for joining me and hanging out. This is great. Got to know some of you a little better even this evening. It's wonderful. Thanks so very much. All right, well, I'm going to take off. Mrs. Gigi, have a great day. And the rest of us, I think, for the most part, will be snoozing. All right, ladies, I'll see you all soon. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. I'll see you all soon. Take care. God bless. Good night.